now we can lift off. And now that we're at a positive rate, we can lift the gear up.
Right, so this is the Logitech flight system that my son got for Christmas. Now we're going to take you through how we set it up, and then he's going to show you him using it on xplane, and it's absolutely fantastic. But as I say, we're going to show you the individual items. So you've got your yoke, you've got your rudder controls, and you've got your throttle quadrant. This came in one kit, and then this came in a separate kit. So let's just go through each one now. Right, so these are the rudder pedals, and you get a couple of ways to fix them to the floor if you want to fix them. So first things first, you get some Velcro strips. We all know how Velcro works. So one to the floor, one to the underside of the rudder pedal, and then they can just go on and come off as you wish, but we're not using those. And then the other one is this. You can either screw at the front and back to fix them down to a board or something like that, or you can get this, pop that in there like that, and then either use that just as an extension of your foot, something to rest on, or you can screw into that as well to hold it down. And what Jensen does with this is basically he just has it up against there like that. Now as you can see, you've got your forward and backward motion with your feet. This is for the tension of it. So if you screw it all the way around there, it becomes stiffer and harder to maneuver. Or if you move it back, much easier. And depending on the size of your feet, you can amend the size just by pushing that in and sliding it up like that. So depending on the size of your feet, Jensen has it there if I'm not mistaken, don't you? You're on the smallest size. One thing that Jensen said that I've got to tell you is obviously the more tension that you put on it, the more realistic it is for fly-by-wire, and you've got your USB connector for when you're connecting it all together. Right, so this is the throttle quadrant, and that's it there. Now these are all the parts that go together with it, but I'm just going to let Jensen talk you through, because you've got some function settings on this, and obviously each one of these is for a different thing. He knows better than I do. I'll show you how to put it together, but he's just going to talk you through it.
So, all these, so this one is the throttle, this one is the propeller, and this one is the mixture. There's these buttons under here. I've got these set to flaps down a notch and flaps up a notch. And then I've got this one set to landing gear down, and this one I've got to landing gear retract. And then with this one I've got speed brake, and then with this one I've got parking brake. Now, something else that I can tell you is that you can pull these off and you can switch it about, so that when because you can connect two together, so you can have two throttles. So
yeah, I know what you mean. So basically the whole point of this system, Jensen, is you can add to it, can't you? Because there's something that we're not going to show you on this. Yeah, it's modular, as he's just told me. Something that we're not going to show you on this is you can put LCD displays on that you can change to different things, whether it's the altimeter, wind speed, or anything like that, and you can add it all together. So again, with this one, because we're going to be fixing it onto here, did you say about the reverse thrust as well?
oh no,
So that's the
reverse thrust.
Yeah.
So if you push it down, that activates it.
Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to screw this onto here with the 4 supplied screws. Okay. Right, so that's done. You're going to have some trailing cable, but you can sort that out, and then all you do is get that, screw it in just like a screw, put it in clockwise, get that. It's a pad, you can feel the rubber on it there, so there's going to be no movement, and then it just clips on top, so it can move around. So we'll pop that on in a second. Okay, and this is the flight yoke system. So that's what we're going to actually hold it onto the bench with. And here's the system itself. Now you've got some function keys down here. You've got the various controls that's on the handles there. And if we look on the back, you've also got some on there. So you've got one there and one there. Do you want to say anything about these controls?
Yeah. So I've got this one to contact the air traffic control.
This one
I
for
don't
anything?
have that one to set to anything.
Okay, anything on the front there?
With this one, I use it to move about. I use this one for pitch trim up and down. I use this one for elevator trim, and I use this one for aileron trim, rudder trim. And this one is to reset view.
Okay, and obviously once it's all set up, you've got an LCD display there. On the back of it, so you've got a DIN connection there, and you've got 3 USB ports, and you've also got power there. Right, so to get that done and dusted, first of all, we've got another one of these that we screw into place. And the pad which just fits onto there, like so, just like the other one did. And then that, you see the 2 holes on the bottom there, just slides into there. Right, now let's get these actually in place.
It is actually modular, so here, those are all places where you can see they have the LCD displays. You can get all these from the Logitech website, and it's got the throttle quadrant there. It has the yoke down here. It has the lights here, the radio stacks all there. So, yeah.
Okay, so let's get this into place first. So that just goes into there. We'll pop that onto there, all the way in, tighten it up. So easy to do this. We have it on and off all the time because obviously we don't want this permanently set up and taking up all the room. Right, so that's in place and it's not going anywhere. And then the second thing is to get this on. So just get rid of that cable for a second. Right, so this goes there, just making sure that that doesn't connect with it in any way. And again, just tighten it up. Right, that's not going anywhere, that's nice and solid. And then all we do with the rudder control is just pop that down there, and it's because it's up against something, it's not going anywhere, and Jensen can change the controls on that. Right, so we just need to get this set up now. So for the throttle quadrant, that's where the DIN plug's used, and it simply connects straight in. And then, so this is the main control really. So everything connects into it, and then from this, you've got your connections that go out to the PC. Right, so that's all that connected up. And then I'm going to leave it now. Jensen's got it all done and dusted. He's going to boot up the gaming laptop, and then you're going to see it in operation.
So you just need to get your HDMI cable and then plug it into the side here. Then you can thread it behind and connect it into your TV. Okay, so I'm going to start a new flight, and whilst I'm waiting for that to boot up, I will show you how I've got everything set up. So to start up the 737. So I have my gaming PC laptop, which is more than capable of running xplane, connected via HDMI to my TV, so I can see everything much easier. And I'll show you all everything working in game. And I've connected my Bluetooth, my keyboard and mouse to my PC, so because it's hard to reach over there, but it's much easier if I'm around here and able to type over the top. So yeah, on here the mode can change it to mode 1, 2 and 3, and you can go into function. At the moment it's on the time, but I can put it on a stopwatch, which is really helpful because it's showing how to you can time how long it takes for you to take off or land, or how long a full flight lasts. So yeah, you can stop that and you can reset it, you can change it back to the time. So yeah, we'll just wait for xplane to boot up. Alright, so xplane is loaded up now, and it's a bit laggy because I've installed a Better Airports plugin. So just wait. Yep, now we can go into the main view. Right, so now we're inside the cockpit. Very, very easy to use. And down here, so I'm going to, that shows that the engines, that shows that the thrust lever is working. We go down here. Because I'm in a 737, it doesn't have propellers, so these two can't be used. As you can see, there's a speed brake here. I'll show you. That's me toggling them, and if I go outside of the aeroplane, you can see they're going up and down. Engines are on. We can lower the flaps. And we can switch the parking brake off. Now, as you can see, we're moving down the runway with our flaps down. And you can turn. And now we can lift off. And now that we're at a positive rate, we can lift the gear up. And there is the gear going up. And actually, I can put us on final approach. Right, okay, we'll do the landing from outside of the cockpit now. So we can put our gear down, our flaps are already down, we can, yeah, rudder's working, speed brake armed, change our camera angle a bit. Right, I'm too low in my glide slope. Don't know what happened there. There we go. Still want a bit of speed. Right, now that I'm aligned, I can finally land. Right, actually no, we'll leave speed brakes on. Right, rate my landing in the comments, because it won't be a good one. Yeah, that's more like a Ryanair landing. Yeah. And we can brake and put our parking brake on. And reverse thrust. Completely forgot about that. Alright, now I can come off the runway. park and brake off. Bit more thrust. We can put our flaps up now. And yeah, that's the landing for you. And if I can stop here, I'll show you inside the trim working. So this is the trim, so I can pitch trim down, pitch trim up, and then over here this is the rudder trim. You see that moving? Sorry, this is the rudder trim, yeah. So yeah, I've just trimmed everything. That's the trim working. And this is to reset the view. This is to look around the cockpit. And then on the back I can contact ATC and file the flight plan, even though I've just landed. So yeah, that is everything working for you. So I'll see you next time.